it's one of them situations where a pipe is better than no pipe. All right, I think my culvert crossing ran over from the looks of it. Let's go take a look. Oh, it sure did. Wow, we must have got a gully washer. And I see why it ran over. Not that I'm gonna mess with it at this point. I might. You could see all the water that came out of the pipe. Pipe ran well, but here's what happened. I built it up over here, but not enough. So this line right here needs to be built up that way, so the water comes into the pipe, which is clogged. See all that in the pipe right there? So this I need a little more work, or I might have them put gravel in here. So it flowed both over there and through the pipe. That was a gully washer. All right, so since I was out there that day, I'm going to cut some more of this sandstone. You could see all these chunks. I'm actually cutting through the sandstone little hillside, which works great for a crossing like this because this pipe ran over, but there was like virtually no damage to it because of all these big rocks. So this is just an awesome setup right here. If I would have filled this with, you know, riprap or base layer, this would have been probably at least 4 to 5 loads at $400 a piece to do this driveway crossing. So with the machine and the sandstone and the machine's power, I'm able to do this basically for the cost of the culvert pipe. So just a hasty fix while I was in the area. I'll let you watch the machine run and we'll finish up the update. Thanks a lot. All right, so this next mini project, it was basically kind of a fail, an experiment, but if you look here, you could see the water all comes down in this one spot here. You can see the lawn washed out. So I was looking for a 6-inch pipe that I just had laying around extra, and I couldn't find one, so I had this. I think it's a 4-inch. It might actually be a 6-inch, but anyways, I'm like, let me just throw a pipe in here and see how it does before we rebuild this driveway, which is already done at this moment. You know, we'll get you them videos soon. It turned out great. But anyways, I threw this smaller pipe in just as an experiment, and then I'm going to show you how it failed here. It got blown out from a gully washer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull this all back up again and put an 8-inch. I wanted a 6-inch, but I'm gonna go do this again with an 8-inch, and we're gonna rebuild this whole driveway here in the next few days. The video will come out, so watch the machine work. I'm gonna show you how I tried to take a little bit of a shortcut, and it kind of bit me, but it's no big deal because I enjoy running the machine. I enjoy learning and experimenting, and what the heck, if the 4-inch pipe would have worked, I would have went with it, but I digress. So one of the things I've learned about water is, as far as figuring out your pipe size, I mean, there are some mathematical calculations, but for the most part, it's hard to determine, okay, what size pipe do you need? And we're in the Ozarks, and it's rocky and hilly, which exacerbates everything because everything's running downhill. So I figured I'd give this one a try, and I'll show you the new culvert here in just a second, how good it looks and turned out. But I figured it was worth giving it a try anyways. It's one of them situations where a pipe is better than no pipe. Would I like to put a bigger one in? Yeah. But since I don't want to cut too deep here, the phone line may or may not. I think it runs under here, so got to be careful with that. I basically went about as deep as the cut already was. So this is just one of them, like a pipe is better than no pipe. This should last, you know, if it don't get crushed. I don't think it will, because we're bringing more gravel on top. We're bringing a fresh layer on top. So, find out. This is where I put in a pipe. It's a little too short, but it'll work. So this spot's gonna have to be a little narrower. All right, so this is still the first one I put in. They started rebuilding the driveway. We got sidelined for a couple of weeks because of rain, but this is the 4-inch pipe that I put in, and then we're gonna see what happens next in chronological order. We're working on cutting that ditch on the right-hand side to get that water off of the road. What are you gonna do with it? You know, you gotta do it somewhere. So this was after the second gully washer. This is right below that 4-inch pipe I put in. You could see tons of water volume, but now we'll get back. I'll show you where it overflowed. Just heard the forecast. Talking about maybe rain again Sunday night, go figure. All right, so here is where I put the culvert pipe right under here, and it went through the pipe, you know, so the water came out down here, but it also, if you could see right here, also overflowed it. So I guess it's a good thing I caught that right away before we finished the garage. Now I'll show you just a quick look at the next fix, which is the permanent fix, because that's going to be a separate project. But I'm glad it worked out this way early on, because the repair is really cool. So here's a preview. This is the 8-inch pipe, and the reason it's going to be its own project is because there's a lot that went into this. I'm glad I got to see the 4-inch and the way it overflowed, because that gives you a lot of valuable insight on what the water's going to do, particularly in a gully washer. Usually regular rains, it's not an issue, but when you get, 3-4 inches in 2, 3, 4 hours, that's when the gully washers happen and pipes overflow and county roads blow out and all that stuff. So stay tuned to the channel. We got some cool episodes coming up, because right now as I'm speaking, this road is done. It was a big project, but it turned out very nicely. I believe we have mitigated 80 to 90% of the water erosion that plagued this farm for the last 20 years. So it's going to be a cool little, couple parts, mini series, whatever it's going to be, but stay tuned to the channel. This 8-inch fix, I believe, is going to work. Haven't had a gully washer yet, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work after seeing how the 4-inch reacted. So thanks for joining us. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. We greatly appreciate it. Maybe hype it. We'd love to have you help us out there, and even share it if you think someone will enjoy joining us, because we enjoy doing this stuff. We've learned it all through the School of Hard Knocks, and we love sharing it with you guys. So thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks a lot. I might need to trim that one just a touch.